What is going on, everybody? This is Nick here at Y480. When you're playing NHL 17, be a franchise and not be a franchise. It's franchise mode. And as you can see here, I simmed up a little bit. The 2017 Florida Panthers are our Stanley Cup champions. So Yager retires with the cup one last time. You know what? He'll probably play until he's 55. You know what I mean? But yeah, we can go ahead and look at the awards real quick at the beginning of this video here. Yeah, that's for that. So we can just kind of see. So Stanley Cup champions are the Florida Panthers. That's a little surprising, but I said at the beginning of the series that they were trending upward. So, you know, it's not that surprising to me. I'm kind of calm and collect about it. President's Trophy goes to Tampa Bay. Clarence S. Campbell goes to Dallas. And then Prince of Wales obviously goes to Florida Panthers. So it's Dallas and Florida there. Let's go to individual awards here. Art Ross, Stamkos. Hart, Stamkos. Norris, no, it's Doughty. Drew Doughty gets it again. That's pretty cool. Lady Bean goes to Giroux. Okay. Calder goes to Nylander. That's pretty cool. He got the old Rookie of the Year, huh? That's pretty interesting. I mean, I feel like Matthews may have gotten it, but I think Nylander played a good service to the team on the third and fourth line at the beginning of the year. Third and fourth line for sure. Conn Smythe goes to Luongo, deserved with the cup in hand. Vezina goes to Jones. So even though Jones didn't get all the way to the Stanley Cup final again, he did take away the Vezina, so he had a pretty good year. And William M. Jennings, that's pretty cool. Bill Masterton goes to Emelin. That's pretty cool. Selke goes to Stahl. Interesting. The Selke trophy goes to Jordan Stahl. Ted Lindsay goes to Stamkos. He took a ton of hardware away this year. And Richard goes to Tavares. Look at Ovechkin just sweeping it up. Wow. All right, so that's pretty good. AHL, we can kind of go through real quick. You guys can just take a look. And the player awards. Wow. Nobody from the old Marlies, eh? Okay, that's fine. All right. So we took a look at... we're in the AHL here. We took a look at the player stats and everything last episode. So if you haven't seen that, go back and check that out. So this episode is going to be the draft with the re-signings, and then after the re-signings, we'll see what we have, and I'll ask you guys what we should pick up in free agency based on what's available. And don't worry, I'll show you what is available. So first things first, we got to get through the draft. Now, you guys had a good amount of players to choose from in the comments. A lot of them saying what we should go after depending on our pick. If we get a top 5 pick, go after this guy, you know, blah, blah, blah. All these different things you expect out of a video. Now, NHL 17 franchise mode handles it a little bit differently. They have already told me I have the 5th overall pick. The draft lottery was held a few days before, about a week before the draft. And I have the 5th overall pick. Oh, and we can view retired players. So let's see that really quick. Tanguay, so we no longer have him, and Robitaille, which we no longer have him. So that's all good. Can we look at the actual whole league? Yeah, all. Let's just see actual. Does it sort by games played here? Yager did retire with the cup in hand. That's pretty cool. Shane Doan retired. Char retired. Elias retired. Hosa's gone. Wow. Colin, Sedin, Henrik Sedin. Is Daniel Sedin on here? Pronger, Tanguay. Datsuk retired, but I mean he was already, you know, that was the one guy. Oh, did you see that the Wings signed Sean Horkoff to be their like prospects development? Ooh, speaking of the Wings, Zetterberg is gone. He was on Ottawa though. They must have traded him away. Manny Malhotra. Dan Cleary's still in the game, 75 overall. Then you kind of, you know, you drop off. Actually, look at that. Sharp. Wow, there's actually some guys on here that I didn't expect to be. Oduya here, only 35. Cronwall at 36. So, wow. And they both are in Ottawa. That's strange. Both of them went to Ottawa for something. Franzen, man, all in 1 year. Everybody is gone. Everyone is gone. Wow. There's a whole new team there, I guess. Okay, and then we kind of get down the list of 0 games played. Maybe just some guys you may have heard of. Who knows? Oh, I didn't look at goalies. Okay, well, I guess I'll look at it. Guess I won't look at it. Pro Scout, trading block. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna just see. So let's just get right in the draft. You guys let me know. I've got a paper in front of me. I don't know if you can hear that. I'm sure you did. I've got a bunch of people from the first round. Only a few depth guys you guys let me know about. Actually, only in this episode, at least, only one in the 4th round. Frederick Gustafsson was mentioned. Apparently, he's going to the 3rd round, so that to me says try to get him a little bit earlier, maybe the 3rd round, just in case. But apparently, he's a high starter. He's a goaltender, so that'll be good because everyone was saying don't go after a goalie, don't go after a goalie, don't go after a center. You need a defenseman. I totally agree. I mean, so there's 2 guys. Obviously, if we get a top 5 pick, Timothy Lindgren. He's a right defenseman. He can slot up with Morgan Riley in the future. He's in the SHL. I already have him pinned. We can actually go look at that real quick. I can look at my pinned players just to see what he's... Oh, no, I can't. That sucks. That's kind of dumb. You can't look at him the day of. It seems like the most important day to look at him. And then I had another one that said if you don't get Lindgren in the first, 5 picks or whatever, go after Cal Foot or Cal Fute. But I want to say Foot because that's, I didn't get to scout him individually, like pin him, but if you guys let me know what actually, to pick up, I'm gonna do it. I researched a little bit. We also have, a center and another goaltender that didn't have as much information on them. Those were the major leads. There were some other people kind of mentioned, but these were the major leads. So next year, if you guys are saying, oh, you should have got in the next video, or when this video comes out, when people are saying, oh, you should have done this, you should have done that, I only listen to the comments. So if you didn't comment it or someone didn't comment it, it's not even on my radar. I mean, I have my intuition as a person, but for the most part, I just listen to you guys. I mean, it's your GM mode, you know what I mean? So if this is, I should have picked somebody up, let me know. Let me know next year. Let me know next time we do a franchise mode. We'll get it done. So, yeah, for sure. So let's just jump in. The 2nd and 3rd round, are probably going to be a little bit, but I think the 1st round is going to be good. We could trade for the 1st overall pick, and I kind of want to see if we can. They don't want to give it away, though. So maybe I'll go for let's go for the 3rd and just see, because I think we'll still be able to get the 3rd by that. We'll still be able to get Lindgren by the 3rd. Should I just, should I just look? I really don't want them to, Lindbergh. I was like, do we already have Lindgren? Let's just scout at players real quick just to see what's available. I don't want Nashville to actually make the pick. Lindgren here. He's saying top 5. So let's do the projected here. Was that actually projected? Is he number 1? Oh shoot. He is number 1. But here's Cal Foot here as the top 5. So either one is pretty good. Obviously it shows that I didn't have any scouting on him. He's a right-handed 18-year-old defenseman, so he can't come in right away. But yeah, it says right now Lindgren is a top, or Liljegren. Sorry guys, Liljegren is a Liljegren. That's correct? Okay, Liljegren. I'm gonna just say that. I like Liljegren though. Lindgren, that's good too. That's not his name though, Nick. Okay, but yeah, we don't have him absolutely perfect. It's saying he's a top 4. Most people are saying he's an elite. He is a 2-way guy, so he can slot up next to Riley pretty well. And they'll be able to really work off of each other. Hopefully his defensive awareness is up there as well. That'd be pretty good. And yeah, I mean, that'd be fine. Let's look at Foot again. How old was he? 18. Okay, excuse me. Yeah, so we don't know anything about him, so you know it's our best guess. But then after that, the next defenseman is this guy. We don't know anything about him. He's a defensive defenseman, which I'd rather get one of these two guys, two-way guys here. So Lil Jagren is in the number 1. So let's try to get this pick. Let's try to get it. I don't want to wait for the 5th. You guys were saying try to trade up to number 1. You know, it's not one of those number 1 picks like Matthews or a by the way, Matthews up to an 89. It's not one of those first overall picks that's Matthews or Connor McDavid or Sidney Crosby. You know, it's going to be an elite guy. It's not going to be like a franchise guy. He'll be elite though. So yeah, I want to trade mine. I also have the Chicago Blackhawks first round pick. So I think we could add in actually a second. Oh shoot, we don't have one until the 4th. So the second could actually be that goaltender. That's true. That's very true. Oh man, that's true. Dang. Okay, let's see if we've got some prospects that they're looking for. That was one thing in the comments you guys were saying. If we can't get something to go through, simply trade a prospect. This Bracco guy is always somebody that I think about trading because, you know, he's a top 9 forward, but he's got really good trade value. He's only 68 overall at 20 years old, and he's unsigned. So, I mean, he'll make the AHL team, but, I mean, he's going to get up to mid-80s maybe. This would push us up to get an elite defenseman, and that's actually perfect, it looks like. So they get this really nice prospect. Actually, I kind of want to see if I can hang on to him because that's actually a little much, and they want him. So, oh, we could do Korstelev. He actually is a decent player. See, that's a little lower. You know what? That might work. Let's see here. Yeah, let's just they don't want to give it up, so I think we're gonna have to give away Bracco. That's okay. You know, you gotta break some eggs to make a trade. It's an omelet, but you guys get the picture. Let's see if that goes through. Yeah, maybe him and Korstelev. In this, Korstelev for some reason has decent trade value, but he's only an AHL top 6. We remember how good he got for Edmonton, so you know, whatever. I mean, giving up these two, you know, right winger and a center, those are the two positions we don't need at all. They're the lowest ranked in the entire, like, on my list right now. So that's fine. Yeah, they don't want to give it up. They really don't want to give it up, do they? Man, giving away that second though, that's kind of crippling, you know what I mean? We still have our first though. We still have this other first, but I kind of want to see if we could get maybe another defenseman. Because we have the 4th, but then we take a risk on whether or not he's going to be there at 5 in the 4th round if we get that. But let's just do it. Let's do the 2nd round here. They don't want it as much as Korstelev, but it might work. Let's see. Yeah, maybe we have to do the 2nd and Korstelev. I mean, you guys really want me to get this guy, and I really don't want to settle for Foot if I don't have to. Just because I'm worried that maybe Lil Dren is going to be really good. And Korstelev is for some reason only AHL top 6. We haven't seen him play though. That's probably why. He's probably more of like a top 9 guy. So this is pretty heavy, but it's what we want it to do. You know what I mean? We get rid of 2 forward prospects, but we've got a good heap of those. We're going to get an elite defenseman, and then we still have our other first-round pick and a 4th rounder. So I don't see a negative in this. If we get an elite defenseman, I don't see a negative in it. So let's go ahead and do it. Oh man. Yeah, they do not want to give it up. So do we wait? Do we just see if he's there and see if Cal Foot is there? Because if we hop one up to a 4th overall pick or a 3rd overall pick, and then Foot gets picked up 3rd or 3rd if we get a 4th, and 2nd if I don't think it'll be 2nd, but I just think this is pretty heavy already. And if we don't do anything, we can still get Foot, and we'll have our 2nd round pick plus these other prospects we could potentially trade down the road. So okay. This has gone on long enough. We're just gonna do it. We're gonna fill the whole board here and see if we can do it with players that they want. Sorry that this is just droning on for one pick, but I promise after this will go pretty quick. This video itself is supposed to be pretty quick. It's just supposed to be the draft, and then I'll do the re-sign stage off camera, and I'll let you guys know what happened there. Brocco, good. I mean, these are guys that you guys let me know just to trade away. So this is what I'm doing. This guy's also unsigned at 19. He's already 72 overall of those, and he's a left winger, not a right winger. I say we trade this guy away in favor of this guy, Johnson here, because he's got like the same trade value, just a little less. But Johnson's actually a top 9, Johnson is a bottom 6. Grundstrom is a top 9, so he could potentially be a little bit better. And then, I mean, they're most likely different styles of players. Let's see, Johnson here is a 2-way guy, and then they're both 2-way guys. But yeah, let's just see if they can take. Well, actually, if I do Johnson, they'll have too many players in the organization. Okay, I might have to do. I might have to just go all unsigned people here. So we might have to do Grundstrom. Trying to avoid it if possible, because he's already 72 overall at 19. I really actually want to avoid that. Don't want to do Martin. Don't want to do Hunwick. I could try this guy because I'm not going to use him, and it just gets rid of that. I mean, this is a little bit heavier in our in their favor, but they really don't want to give away that 1st overall pick. But they don't need another defenseman, I don't think. I mean, they've got a bunch of good guys. So let's just see. Yeah, they're just unwilling. I don't know what else we could throw in here. Maybe next year if there's a trade or something, you guys just let me know. Like, let me know what would be a good trade. Because yeah, at this point, I don't want to get rid of Reichel. Hey, look at that! I said it right. I don't want to get rid of Reichel. I said I was watching the video. I was reading the comments. Grundstrom. I mean, okay. I don't want to get rid of him, but at the same time, I'm bringing in a really good player. But getting rid of a 72 overall 19-year-old, I mean, he's going to grow. And next year he could be 80 overall. Following year as a 2-way guy, 85 plus is insane, especially if he's a 3rd line center or 3rd line left winger or something. But if this sets it over, we'll just know it was meant to be. Yeah, they don't want to do it. So we keep our guys. There's nothing else I'm comfortable with moving. I don't want to move both of our picks. And I just don't think trading up to like a 3rd pick when we could get Foot at the 5th anyway. Hopefully there's not a surprise here. So let's just let's sim picks. Let's do it. Yep, he goes the first one, medium elite, like you guys said. Never do me wrong. Okay, a left winger there. Okay, a center. Moment of truth here. Ooh, okay, we got him. It's all good. We got him. We got Fute. Yeah, that's not bad at all. That is not bad at all. Hopefully he's at least a top 4 or an elite. That'd be great. That would be just great. Low elite. That's fine with me as long as he's an elite. We've got a right defenseman. Let's see what our next pick is, because we have Chicago's 17. Okay, that's not bad at all. There's a couple guys here you guys let me know about. So let's just get to our pick real quick. So let's just go back here real quick. I know the clock's running. We're just going to see. Oh, man, this top 9 forward already. That doesn't seem too good. Okay, I think that was Papagayev. I think somebody told me to get him. I'm just looking at my notes right now. Yeah, and then back. Actually, yeah, I think there is 1 or 2 people here. Oh, look at Detroit getting Strome there. Yeah, I think I know who we need to get here, and it's not a goalie. I mean, we could get a goalie, but let's see. Oh, this was the one guy everyone was telling me to get. That he's just insane. He's actually like really good, the best player in the draft. Dang, maybe I should get him. Stuart Skinner's also really good. He's a high starter. But this guy apparently is really good as well. I mean, we could have somebody pushing down in the in the minors for that goalie position. But do we need, you know what? The other guy that's in the first round that you guys are letting me know about actually isn't even here at all. So I'm guessing he might be available later. Unless he's not. What's his name? Velino? Did I already pass him? Is this guy doubled here? This is a double? That's weird. Yeah, he might be actually available later. So I think I'm gonna wait on that, and we'll go with Pekka Luukkonen. That's a sweet name too, Luukkonen. It sucks too because Stuart Skinner's really good, but I'm gonna take I know for a fact that Stuart Skinner's like a high starter, which is great. But Luukkonen, you guys were saying, is literally the best player you can get in this draft. I don't know. You know, we've been done wrong before, but we'll go with it because it does say he's projected in the first round high. So let's just do that. You know, we didn't want to really get a goalie, but okay, he's a medium starter. Apparently he gets better. I don't know. Right now, it's not looking too good though. Just being a medium starter when we knew there was a high starter in Stuart Skinner. Okay. Well, let's just go to the next user pick. After we get past the 4th round, I'll just do them off camera because this video has already gone longer than I wanted it to. That's all good though. So we're in the 2nd round here. I think we can go with that other goalie. At this point, it's more gonna be about trading assets though, because one of these guys we're gonna have to trade. Whichever one kind of fleshes out to be better. So if this guy actually ends up being, low AHL starter, we'll just trade him. Let's actually see let's just go to all players overall, what they're projected. A right winger and a center, and it's high probability for both of these. They're probably a little bit better than that, but we don't really need either of those positions. Maybe right winger, actually. You guys have mentioned that maybe a right winger, but it's really not needed right now since a lot of our players can play right wing and left wing. So wingers, centers aren't really needed. But I kind of like the idea of getting these 2 really good goalie prospects, one after the other. Medium starters. So they're both medium starters. Maybe we wait a year or 2, we sign both of them, and we see where they're at. That's actually kind of exciting. You guys are asking about storylines. It's kind of exciting. And then, we end up trading them away. And then, we trade Gustafsson away and he becomes like a top contender, like Carey Price style goalie or something. That would totally happen. So here's the 4th round here. I'm just going to make one more pick and then we'll do the rest off camera. I don't know. Let's just go. These are the highest projected. So it's a defenseman. Ooh, this is tough because there's not really any left. That one Veleno guy. I don't know when he goes, guys. Let me know because you guys were letting me totally saying like get that guy, but I don't know where he was. He's in the QMJHL apparently. Tried to look him up on Google. I'm gonna get this Hug guy because he is a center. I know we don't need centers, but he's the only exact guy there. And I remember seeing him I accidentally pinned him. So yeah, because see, I've scouted him 8 times. I accidentally pinned him, I think. I unpinned him when I went back to the SHL. So I'll grab him, or maybe I didn't pin him at all, but I was in the SHL anyway, and he was like high up there. So bottom 6 forward in the 4th round, not bad. Let's make sure he is that. Medium bottom 6 forward, great. That'll be pretty good. I mean, two-way guy of the future, maybe a 4th rounder. He's a 4th rounder, 4th liner of the future. So let me just go through and do the rest of the signing or the drafting here, and then we'll jump into the contracts, and then we'll look at free agents. 1 second here, guys. All right, the draft is now complete, and basically we started off pretty bad off camera. We got an AHL top 6 forward in Entwistle. Then we got Fiddler, who is a bottom 6 sniper. So that's not bad. Decent trade value there. And then Macmillan, rather. He was also a bottom 6 two-way forward. So yeah, I think Fiddler was a right winger, and Macmillan. Why do I keep saying McAllen? Macmillan was a center, and Whistle was also a center. I believe he may have been a winger actually. Either way, they're all forwards. But yeah, 2 out of 3 is not bad, especially a 7th round pick being a bottom 6 forward. That is not bad. Usually you're deep in some AHL forwards at that point. So okay, let's get to the re-sign phase. I'll show you guys who needs to be re-signed. We'll go through and we'll sign who we need. Oh, look at this. We got 2 picks in the first 2 rounds, and we got $20,000. That's pretty good, I guess. So let's go ahead and go to contracts here, sign our players, and just see who's available. Because next year is the year when most of our expiring players. Let's just do the. Can we do in the system here? Do I go? Oh yeah, right here. So let's just go with this real. Oh yeah, like this, so we can see the unsigned. Okay. So there's that McMillan guy. There's Hug, Fiddler. You can see the bottom 6. There's Grudstrom. He's alive. Foot. Okay. Does he have any stats showing here? Okay, not bad. He'll definitely get better. Defensive awareness is a positive. He's only 62 overall, but already has a 72 defensive awareness. That ratio is pretty good considering that's a heavy weight on a defenseman. So if he's able to get that up to like an 88 or something, and he'll be like an 85 overall at that point, I'll be very happy. Really happy. His shooting category, his power is decent, but his accuracy is not there. Accuracy rather. He's pretty quick for what he is, but right now it's just too early to tell. I'm not putting anything on him right now. Hopefully he'll be old enough for the AHL. He won't by the first, but we can decide to sign him or not. Then we kind of go down the list here. As you can see up here, actually, did we get anybody else? Yeah, we didn't get anybody else. They're just goalies, so we didn't get any other skaters. We'll go to goalies real quick, and then we'll go to expiring. So both medium starters. This is gonna be big. The thing is, Gustafsson is already a 74 because he's a year older. So, that's kind of it. This year we're definitely gonna. Is it Bebo? You guys told me that's his name, but Bebo. We'll probably be dropping him in favor of like a Gustafsson or something like that. Here's their stats. I never really read it too far into goalie stats. Athleticism is definitely like the biggest category with like agility and stuff. So this early in both their careers, they're a year apart, but they're both going to be competing for the future and who's going to be traded, who's not going to be traded. So that's kind of where we're at in that. So let's just go to expiring now. Looks like Enroth is expiring this year. So I feel like he'd be a good re-sign just because no one else is really ready yet. I'll try to re-sign him basically. And if just because I don't want to have to worry about a backup goaltender, and I don't want to. This next year isn't the year that we go 100% for it. We probably get in the playoffs. You know what I mean? If we pick up some good free agents this year, that's best case scenario. We just squeak in. Worst case scenario is, once again, we have the same kind of year. Nobody grows. That's not going to happen. People are going to grow. We've got a way better team. We've got a solidified first-line center now. We've got a really good core. It's going to be not this coming year, the following year. That's going to be a big year to be a playoff contender. And then the year after that, I feel like we'll be totally solidified. There's not going to be any doubt. So Enroth, maybe just one more year. You know what I mean? I don't think that's a waste of money at all, especially if we can get one more year out of them cheap. And then we'll have to, everybody's contracts will be up. We'll have to make decisions the following year. So here's all the expiring contracts, basically. Let's just go by overalls first. So Polak, Cowan. Cowan I'd like to re-sign. That's a pretty good top 6 guy. He'll probably grow a little bit. I'm expecting only like an 83, though. Hunwick we can drop, even though he's a leader, but he is kind of like disgruntled. Kind of going down the list, though, it's not too many insane players. We can obviously drop a lot of these guys, so I'm really actually pretty excited for that. Yeah, really, we're looking okay. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to do this, and then we'll go and we'll look at what players are available in free agency. So I'll be right back. All right, so we jump back here. I basically released a few decent guys, you know what I mean, that we just didn't need, especially ones that were like 78 overall and they were like 30 years old and wanted a $1 million one-way contract. Sorry, dude, can't do it for 4 years. So yeah, that didn't work out. But let's see if the ones that we did offer contracts to went ahead and went with them. So we got Corrado here, 80 overall, defensive defenseman, top 6 potential. It's pretty good. We did get Enroth. He wanted 2 years. I put him down to 1 and backed off only like 50,000 off what he actually wanted for the 1 year. He did it. He's a backup goaltender for $1.5 million, so that's not bad at all. Cowan accepted, which is pretty good. We got him down to, I think it's like 1.9, so that's not too bad for a top 6 guy. It is a 2-year contract, though, but that's okay. Holland accepted, and he is actually on a 2-way deal for like $850,000. So that's awesome at 81 overall. Might grow a little bit before preseason, but I don't think so. Sparks, we had to get him back. He's playing in the AHL. It's all good. Greening, he wanted a 2-way deal because he is actually a depth forward. So he's not actually an NHL forward at 80 overall. He is a left wing 2-way forward, so he's a great guy to come in when injuries happen in the playoffs, especially. Hodgson comes in. I decided to re-sign him because he wanted a 2-way deal, and we're playing him down in the AHL, helping out some of the young guns there. That'll be a nice leader. He can probably be the captain. Lepsic here, we signed him just because he's 80 overall left winger, still growing into a top 9 guy. Didn't want hardly any money either. Hyman also accepted. He's a right winger, so I just thought I'd add him. He's a depth forward currently. Didn't want too much money at all. Bracco, we did sign him. Since we didn't trade him away, thought we'd give him a contract. He'll play in the AHL team next year. And Korostelev, just a matter of principle, decided to sign him because we hung on to him. See what he turns out to be. He's the only AHL top 6 forward we signed just to play down the AHL. So hopefully he won't be a career AHLer. Hopefully he'll get up to at least 80 or 81 overall. I don't even know how to say your name. Dzirkels? Sorry, dude. Martins. We sign him, right winger, top 9 of the future. It's all good. Grundstrom had to sign him. He's got a very strong jawline, so we had to sign him. Plus, he's 72 overall, left winger already. He'll help out AHL a lot. Gustafsson we signed because he's already 19, may make it into the AHL. I'm not really sure how it works in this game, what his birthday is, but hopefully he'll be able to back up Sparks in the AHL. That would be awesome. And I don't know why it's saying my cash offer is most generous. He was asking for that deal, so whatever. It was like 900,000. But yeah, 74 overall goalie in the AHL. It's going to be pretty good. All right, I think that was everyone. Let's just go back to... I can go through here, can I? Oh, I can't anymore. But I guess I can go through here. Um, let's just make sure, wow, we're way below salary, that we've got everybody here. I mean, there's a lot of people unsigned, but he won't be in. Hug won't be in. This guy's AHL. AHL, I don't really need that right now. Foot won't be in. Fiddler won't be in. So there's a lot of guys that just won't be in the actual, they won't be able to be in the system because of their age. And then if you go to goalies, we just haven't signed him because he won't be able to come up. But these are our 4 guys right now. Hopefully Gustafsson is able to come up. That would be very helpful, especially for his growth. And he might, take the torch away here from Luukkonen. So yeah, that's pretty good. We did it all in one day. As you guys can see, we did not re-sign Polak. Polak wanted a 4-year deal, which I understand. He's getting up in years. He wants a lengthy deal here in the twilight of his career. He wanted almost $4 million a year. Once again, not bad. He is an 84 overall, though, and he did go down from an 85 already. So in training camp, he's going to go down to an 83. By the end of the year, he's going to be an 82. And then by the end of that contract, he's going to be in the 70s or retired. So I didn't want to take the risk. We can find somebody in free agency. Worst comes to worst. We don't find somebody. We can play our young guns one more year, find somebody next year. And by that time, hopefully, a lot of our guys will be ready to come up, and it'll be good. So I'm not too worried about that. 1 year, he wanted 5.15 million. I can't do that, dude. Maybe to get to the cap floor, but we'll use that money on some really nice players if we're going to try to get to the cap floor. Give some veterans some severance packages from the league. So let's go ahead and get up into the end of contracts here right before free agency. Actually, let's get just to free agency. Screw it. And we'll see who's available. I'll end the video. You guys scream at me for a couple days, and then we'll upload the next video. Basically, what I want to be able to do with this team next year is have a chance to make it in the playoffs. I want Austin Matthews to get a taste for it because he's going to go far in his career, and he needs to get that taste early and that taste of blood. So let's just see what the free agents are available here. You guys saw who we re-signed, what our team kind of collectively looks like. And, of course, the top player is a center, which we do not need. But Marchand would be kind of cool. Alzner, there we go. Look at that. He wants 3 years, which is not bad at all. But 5.4 million is a little bad. And then the very next guy, look at this, 5.1 million. I told you, for a single year, he wanted 5.15. For 2 years now, he wants in free agency 5.1. So he's the next possible defenseman. Do we pay 5.4 to an already 28-year-old Alzner? I think that could work. But it's up to you guys. It's absolutely up to you guys. I don't think he would come to the team anyway, just because there's that new mechanic where players don't want to come to losing teams. And we're going to lose this year, but next year we're going to be good. But this coming year is kind of a surprise. It's kind of based on this free agent class. I don't feel like we're going to be a winner because we're not going to be signing these crazy guys. Wenberg's really good, but he's a restricted guy. And he wants a lot of money. Marchand's pretty good, but he wants $7 million. And let's see what else. I mean, we could sign like Hansel, but I don't think we need a center. That's the thing. All the stuff we need, they don't really have. Let's just, okay, you guys are kind of seeing. I'll just go down the list here so you guys can just pause it on whatever. Here's the first page. I'm just going to go all the way to men. There's a second page. You guys can kind of see that. Pause it. I'm going to Toulouse. Third page. There we go. And we'll just go like a little bit more here. I'll just kind of slowly go through till we get to the 70s. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then we'll go ahead and show the here. Okay. So now you go here. Wenberg, yeah, he's really good, but he's a restricted guy. Carlson's gonna cap off. He's too Peugeot is restricted. This guy's pretty good, but he's young. So this is what I'm saying. We can pick up decent free agent prospects pretty easy. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, a lot of these guys right now are just restricted free agents, so it's a little bit hard. Then you kind of get down in here, and it kind of juts off into, stuff that we can sign, but it's just not something that's going to make an immediate impact. 1 to 2 years is what I want for these players to reach their potential. Okay, let's go to goalies. We don't really need any. We might, though, have to sign one, maybe. So let's see. I'm going by potential right now. Bishop, Brizgalov, that's kind of funny, and then Ortio. So it kind of falls off pretty quickly there. And, I'm looking at like minor league starters and stuff like that, just in case Gustafsson can't play. But I feel like these guys down here, Tokarski and stuff like this, they'll be available. If we need somebody, we can sign them in the preseason. So that's not really a priority right now. The priority is finding a just basically somebody we can throw in. Polak, maybe cutting him, but I didn't want to sign him for 4 years, and he just wants too much. I would rather pay Alsner. You know what I mean? I'd rather pay Alsner that kind of money, and he doesn't want that much more. He's much better. He's not going to fall off as quickly, and all of a sudden we have a guy that can sit right next to Riley and kill it with 88 defensive awareness. Get rid of that minus that is, and just feed the puck over to Riley. His passing isn't bad. It's not good, but it isn't bad at 85 overall. Discipline's really good, and obviously his defensive awareness is really good. And he's decently quick. His acceleration's not that great, but everything after that is decent with balance, endurance, speed. I mean, it's all 85. That's decent to me. That's a B, straight B. So what do you guys think? What do you think we should go after? Do we just go crazy and get somebody like Marchand or Johnson? I don't think we need them. Maybe Marchand. We definitely don't need Johnson unless we put him on the wing. That is the kind of player we need in Detroit when we get rid of a center. You know what I mean? So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe if you dug it. And we will see you next time out on the ice.